everyone, Cody here. Welcome back to another episode of Oregon Coast Toy Fanatics. Been a few weeks since I put up a video. Not that it's been lack of purchasing anything, but been kind of busy with other stuff while purchasing some stuff, and I got a nice little collection of stuff to show off this time. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. We'll start with my figures or my pops. So, a little backstory. At my Walmart's close to me usually does not carry a lot of Star Wars Black Series stuff or Marvel figs or DC figs or anything like that. They usually don't stock their shelves, which is disappointing. But this trip, I got lucky and found a Black Series fig in their clearance aisle for $9. So I was pretty happy to pick this up. This is Director Krennic. Box is in pretty good shape. They actually had two there. I think the other one was Poe, I think. I can't remember which one it was. But the box was beat up all to hell. I mean, it was in really, really sad shape. Torn open. So I went ahead and grabbed this for $9. So I'm happy to add that to my collection. Hopefully I'll get lucky. Sometime down the road I can find some others there for a decent price. I'm highly doubtful because, like I said, they don't really stock their shelves very well with anything that I'm looking for there. Not even with pops. So, but happy to add Director Krennic to my my collection. What was it, last week? I guess I went into Fred Meyer. Usually I don't go in there for anything for my collection because a lot of their Marvel figures and stuff like that are super overpriced, more than anywhere else. But I went in and looked at their pop selection because their pop selection is usually pretty good, and all of their pops are $10 a piece. So I went in and found these, and I picked up Deadpool's Cable pop and the X-Men Colossus pop. Super happy to have this. Honestly, I was not intended to collect these pops, but I've come to like a lot of them are pretty cool looking. So I've got a nice collection of pops going. So I'm happy to add these two to my my collection. But hopefully I'll pick up some more at a later time. That's it for the figures. I do have a couple of comics to go over. I went back to one of my local secondhand stores in the town over that deals in some comics and some toys that I look at and I'm interested in. And a lot of their comics are $1 a piece. Some of them are a couple dollars or $2 a piece. Some of the nicer ones, so they're not overly priced for them. So I picked up this. This is the 007 James Bond Silent Armageddon, issue 1 of 4. Honest to God, I did not know that they even made James Bond comics. This is from Dark Horse Comics, so this is the early 90s, so sometime between 91 and 95, I believe. I picked this up for $1 there. Glad it was already in a slip and a back for it. Most of the comics are not. So super happy to add that. I will be looking for the other 3 issues if I can. And maybe even look for other James Bond ones that have been made. I kind of like to get the rest of those. These 2 comics were $2 a piece. These are some of the nicer ones that they kind of look up decently for price. And super happy to add these. This is where I started this series, was at this store. I've gotten all of these at that store. But this is 2 Ghost Riders. This is number 76. And number 79. Volume 1 of Ghost Rider. So far, I think I've gotten 3 or 4 there now. Can't remember how many, but this is where I started the series. Definitely like the artwork that are on these are pretty amazing so far on these Ghost Rider comics. Um, these ones are in really good shape. Nothing really wrong with the corners, except for very little minimal damage, a little bent up on the corners. The spines are relatively in really good shape. Not a whole lot of color missing from the spines. Um, the artwork, the color on the artwork is just amazing still for it being. I guess they're early '80s, I guess, comics. So these are 35-year-old comics. The color on them is super amazing. But yeah, super happy to add those into my catalog of comics. But that's my haul for this time. Got 3 comics. Got the 2 Pops Cable Colossus, and I got the Director Krennic. So super happy with these purchases. Hopefully soon I'll be making another video of some other things I got. This is what I wanted to show off this time. But like always, go on to my Facebook group, Oregon Coast Toy Fanatics. Check out some of the stuff that my friends are posting and buying, adding to their collection. They've got some amazing stuff on there. Go check out the YouTube channel Chasing Plastic. My buddies Joe, Hatch, and David. They're all into the vintage retro toys. So 80s, 90s, G.I. Joe, Ninja Turtles, stuff like that. A lot of retro stuff that they collect. Check out some of the stuff they've been getting. Some really cool stuff. They're really cool guys. They make super fun videos. So go check them out. I'll leave a link to their channel in the description of this video, and I'll also leave a link to my Facebook group in the description, so you go check that out. They're in there. All 3 of them are actually my admins for the group. So go check that out. But until next time, guys, take it easy.